Hornbill weekend hon and campaign of vegan chibai to weekend kalto ba I Olympic ding hile ikam sungaring Olympic tak ma mali mungon hoi pu sei milen Haokip at the rate of Jempu ama hile first air traffic controller among Chin Kuki Mizote laga senior manager 17 years experience ya. Hello Sarlen tunia so na hongje na chong patu kan se.
Okay po Mark. I'm being privileged to be at your studio today.
You're always welcome here. Air traffic control aeroplane one of the most glamorous job ahin na sky is the limit ahin. Air controller get to air traffic baffling my vet ho ba hita volume ham ipiham layman ho understand ya ne khanan sai bit.
Before I go to the layman aspect technically gas explain masanga what is an air traffic controller? What are the jobs na? Air traffic controllers are professionally trained personnel who provide safe and expeditious flow of traffic. So to be an air traffic controller, accuracy, then excellence and teamwork are the three core aspects which you need to have. Coming to layman aspects, layman term achu ihon traffic itile miguel dan azu hita kibol ho marshal ho hoihsakdan na. Air traffic control they are the counterparts of pilot counterpart on ground. Hichi pilot to air traffic control he communicate kibola. A layman geldan achu because our Indian airspace itself is 2.8 square nautical miles million nautical miles. Lane hin. Hichi ahi geldan achu vanleng hi more lane lena tiachu hisa. That's not at all this is a point. Air traffic ground on road traffic in itabanga lampium hinna to Chuchanpur to Imphal lampium hinna chitabanga chu air ayong hi routes air routes akitin chi umso okay a with the umso okay hicha chu aircraft ho hi chi achu a route abo lenga and he chu when two aircraft flies chi route khat this is one route when two flies like this, same level this pilot doesn't know a traffic to ahead low. And this pilot doesn't know that this is traffic of this. He's going to same level ahung leng tai. He's going to achu ahung ale chahi the section point route to hit in section hiale chachu crash medial collision na. So chaho upon aircraft jo se vana aleng zo se chu be the helicopter, a small fixed wing aircraft, biggest aircraft, even Air Force when they come to civilian airspace. Jozo say to ATC or in amohi a level to tale amna a route ho upon a hi control kibola. Cha bong to titani to same time aki intersection point achu a mid dingalachun we give them lower level or high level 1000 feet separation kipia George with traffic clear na. So the role of air traffic controller starts from ground, then take off till they land at the other destination. Parking chan air traffic instruction suppose vanleng ahung leng tai ahung chu pha dong la khun light aleng do dong tampium cha ho taxiway kitin na runway comma ho taxiway tampium ki cha ho link to amho parking bi ana dinga he cha ho vanleng khat ho bang chu lai Mumbai Delhi ti ho la Heathrow ti ho la busy cha bang chu lang chu traffic control na cha hunga le cha ki chi sa la ma le cha ki si ta bo na he so say from ground to air na a separation ki pe a imso say chu air traffic control hin because there is communication. Chi bolam tele air traffic controller chun one frequency k frequency to suppose 40 aircraft omtai. Ahudi alachun suppose if a pilot of one aircraft, if he's a pilot of another aircraft, he's a pilot of another aircraft. When I speak with him, you can hear nang nangai theidi ki communication chu. Ai wanga chu nangin ei to ki ho thei lo di. Ama to ki ho chai le nangin na ki ho thei kit di. Abona chu ele ke to in frequency khara ki ho hin na. Suppose if I say clearance ki pe he. Take off a ball thing on, let's say Lufthansa 759 ta na a call sign kati. Lufthansa 759 after departure turn left heading 080 and climb to 5,000 feet. Diho kasi oho. Amo Lufthansa they have to read back. I read back di loham. I have to monitor. Adi loala correction ka boarding. Lufthansa I lo speed bar ta British Airways any airlines pilot ho chun ke hon ka say read back a ball diu instruction chu if I say after departure turn left heading 070 katela they have to follow that thing 07 turn left balding climb balding. If I give him 8,000 feet he has to climb 8,000 feet because langa he 9,000 feet na flight omale 8,000 feet kapi na direction everything chu ho zo se he ke hon ka say dung ja chu pilot na follow na he ju a hi
profession it's very daunting and there is no room for mistake.
Yes.
Mistake kat aum khai le hin huak chanding economic abante the reputation damage na.
Yes, yes.
Chi ade ito banga a lot ana research dung zuya hi where is the most dangerous runway ki phu kha dangeram vana ki phu kha danger landing a hilou whether in it to a puam ne khanai se.
Two aspects in saying from air traffic controller's point of view every point is dangerous na. So that's why air traffic controllers also they are always alert even on ground because ground acho falek tam picking a taxi means a leng do dinga port a hungkum su so se chu a route na pi khelal ketat to thaina. You must have seen in National Geographic channel also there's so many aircraft accidents na ground thai valenga alen pe now media collision thai because media collision ho chu controller in judge and the ball khela amu wanga chu because they are traveling at a very high speed ama chu nam dan chu chiteri bang chu ti hunki intersection detai na two flights chibang chu okay they still have time tia I khat mai thi na but when they come close langa a busy ji a chu chichu an separate mantalo climb descent pe mantalo Johoteng la chun tia media collision na though every aspects be it on ground be it on takeoff be it on air they are very very dangerous and out of a million air traffic controller million ahi only one accident hina acceptable as per ikhat chichu ahi na so that from pilot's point of view am holding the most crucial phase is landing phase chichu ahi na landing phase am holding are very crucial jiting la khun ki honi pi ko amtele ki he air traffic controller hin zat equipment na because we are trained for that kharho chu tower atau na those are departure arrival controllers kharho chu ile en route means overflying because Indian airspace say that azala Indian airspace includes 2.8 million square nautical miles na hichila achu continental airspace is 1.04 million nautical miles continental means land area hichibana achu airspace hi oceanic airspace taute Bay of Bengal le Indian Ocean le Arabian Sea achung airspace kinen light jai airspace are important nanchu those powerful countries the more powerful you are the more you have your airspace johos is Indian airspace ahunglu rapan achu ke ho khuda Indian air traffic control ho khuda na but air traffic controllers we are trained in the same way jaju example Hong Kong la ko na hung leng tai Hong Kong will control till the airspace. Flight jo it's the same thing, same level of Hong Lang di. But before the transition point, before 10 minutes transition point na Bangkok te an pha masanga chu Bangkok ATC change over. Then Bangkok gain controls to the airspace and before transitioning to Indian airspace they will change over to Indian air traffic controllers. So Indian air traffic controllers also they'll take over and they will see how many traffics are there because there are so many crisscrossing roads. Tamatam since flights have increased so much na lampi khada hi this is an air route, this is a air route as same route ahi. Sometimes you'll be amazed to see, and it's beautiful also if you see in radar, one aircraft another aircraft stack hitya hi na tampi at least 10 aircraft because we have this even levels na from east to west achi hi ke hon even levels ka piuch. From west to east ahung le ho, west to east means Mumbai to Bangkok chi dai cho hi ke hon odd levels means 37,000 feet na. Then again another one will fly 39,000 feet, 41,000 feet, then 33,000 feet. Then even levels, that means those coming from eastern side, from Hong Kong going towards Dubai, Mumbai. So it's even levels. Langa ko na 37,000 feet, la ko na 36. The minimum standard separation is 1,000 feet. Achunga 1,000 feet. Na, chi ajo bona a busy thing this side ta hi na. Leng to one lumpy khadaung hi bus ta banga hi. Da hi to leng hin na.
That's very fascinating na. Flight hall lane tail hin point A to point B nop noi ta leng theu ham route aneu. Exact routes. Route chu ipiti follow ham tile na. Cho hi layman point of view also ipiti amu theu ham because when a pilot flies they doesn't see, oh, this is my route, because it's a same airspace. This is all the same clouds all over everywhere. It's a cloud only na. I want to routes to ipiti am tele ki design ka bol na ki ATC ki corporate headquarter designed omin jo jo se chu ipiti am design ki bol na achu the shortest route possible. Suppose 2 point khat hi ala chang chu equipments ki koya ground equipments ki koya. Let's say VOR katiwa na very high omni range frequency ki koya. His chu pilot chun ahung teng le hitia hi chi khon tabang hi le signal emittable also. Pilot will fly, and when he reach there he'll say, okay, I am at India mic Imphal chu VOR le India mic ka phatai Imphal ka phatai same length in Kolkata phatai Kolkata ka phatai ti hero chu a route chu ipiti ki dam tela a route hi ki design hi na straight maximum possible, preferably straight achom pen ki pe hi na hizu ipiti ki dam tele route of flight tengul hin pilot na mu thelo cho but ke on route publish ka bolo chu international la publish ki bola hicho se chu alena di se chu ipitiam tele pilot hon amon FMS ti na flight management system asunga khu e on computer fit tabanga amon a fitu hizo a fit ala chun suppose if a pilot flies for 12 hours oceanic area flight teng la chun abang cheng chun ipitiam tele if they are going to get the same level in the route chutia helachun pilot on autopilot ko ita autopilot ko yale they can doze off na but one will be always awake tiaju akhi khade ki chona because they are flying for 12 hours so they need to be alert na sometimes they need to take risks tiaju chiju autopilot ko ita chun suppose if a route is like this akoyong chu na hita koyong amona tol ngai talo FMS of fit ke ball ji achu the flight itself will turn tiaju same level la hijo hin na to hi senior manager ana umahin agar thala no ho noya hi flight ni khat aizat na vet call khat aizat na vet call traffic etiam
to hi covid masanga chun ni khat landing take off hi 40 tivel hi na to hi covid hi je hin 9 departures 9 arrivals and sometimes medical flight helicopter movement of ma hi sometimes we reach the maximum to kahungka achun 24 flights hota bang hina
no control hoilai heaviest penam
Guwahati hi normal time ah ha mohin 150 arrivals 150 departures that means 300 handleable also na and ke ho second busiest airport chal Agartala hin about third hi Imphal third hin ke Kolkata kana posting lai chun it used to be very stressful na so air traffic controller it's a stressful job because sometimes you handle in 1 hour 45 flights na the 45 flights also they'll contact you one by one na so you need to be very alert as well as you need to be very decisive suppose khat bang chun climb matiale you can't just give climb na but you have to be decisive heading na heading langau chu tampi langam tu suppose landing teng la khon na chin head heading in landing ting la khun suppose if this is Imphal on to radar a koiwin commission mang hinai pon na all ting la hung ki jang din radar achu ipi ki bol ham tele radar achu when you take over a flight in a radar amo thum talau cha 822 turn right heading this 020 tele right heading di turn left video game tabang chu anop dan chana if you are very good nang enjoy di suppose an aircraft chu hila ko na hung thai chi Imphal cho aircraft route khat chu Kolkata ko na chu chlanga ko na hung tai Myanmar la ko na amdan chu Imphal hi Kolkata example saying Kolkata hitai na Delhi lama Mumbai ko na chu west la ko na hila hung ta cho south la ko na chi ti hung kit north la ko na hi ti hung kit Guwahati la ko na Bangladesh north is ayo se ti hung kit so aircraft option they'll come directly to this place Kolkata agwa runway chu hiti hitai na so what a controller does is tam cho aircraft suppose 45 at the same time hung tai a hotel chun level level hi a name pen aban na chidung ja chu hita align hung ki ball cho hita hi video game ta banga one by one hin ki puya na ja hi hin ki puya chong chu ke hoin heading ka piwa separation yong chu 8 miles 8 miles 8 miles 8 anung sa na khat descent ball aban chong descent aban descent hita jong ki puya ki landing sa chu a descent teng la khun tu lai airport zo se hi very improve hai tan na mun zo se ILS ki tiu men na instrument landing system chu ko ipiham tele chi bang runway hi tai chi hutle wa leng hong zo se chu langa ko na hin ki puya cha chu runway to center line chu na hi chi ai ki intercept sa le cha chu pilot honi ma sa mu lo cho pilot are totally blind because the maximum they can see is 1 mile na chi chu lang hai 8 miles tabanga hin ki puita cho an khole chi hi instrument na e ho mobile tabanga hi frequency chi hin chu hu an mula okay ti ham signal umbeta alignable thing he ju alignable thing okay that is called localizer there are two components instrument landing system achu runway ki fit ahin na there are two components cho signal a chi e ho mobile tabanga hi one is localizer jun ipi bol ham tele it guides the aircraft to the center line of the runway because the aircraft has to land like this if an aircraft comes like this ju thailo it has to align on the center line of runway na number 2 chu glide path chu piti ham tele if this is a runway if an aircraft descends on the glide path chu runway line na runway ho khon hitin marking akang tampi meta achu ni touchdown zone aiming point git meta hichlai chada khu a glide a chu slope a chu hungale instrument asai pi chu na sang tai tla kumsu kit na name tai kumsu kit chu hiti hunga na chlai chara chu ala chun he has sufficient length of runway to stop if it is too high chlai runway landing a chu hunga langal chu ta chu he'll have too short a runway to stop Mangalore case you can see so that two recently example was Calicut Kozhikode na accident hong chu job hong chu ahung landing a hi achu na dinga hi landing talo akim lai langa landing phara hai na brake manjau talwa overshoot a ball na jo ta bang chu
17 years na experience na ko na have you ever come to the closest point to disaster or any mishap kum som le sagi sungai mishap ai le disaster na tu khadi chu scary moment thom
ome atheluk se na chu chu ta serious be chu kon ai wang chun khat we wang hina chi ki sei jeng le khat hi silchara ko na Indian Air Force flight hung leng khat hi Agartala ko na leng na hizte ni hi silchara ko na hai ke ho abo ina chu Indian Air Force ho hin radar nei lo cho kimu thailo cha chu we are depending on the pilot's report pilot chun I'm at this point na amoin every route a hi waypoint cho suppose waypoint chu nang mit mong chu mang hela na amnan chu kati waypoint chu amin ke pe beta I'm estimate Mang na point chu I'll estimate Mang is at this ke ho in UTC ka za ya na a time hi universal time Greenwich Meridian time ko chu hu ya e bol ka za om tele uniform everybody in the aviation jo sen head so ke na chu hu be it hoi lai ong ka time ka se chu khulanga ki bang USA ka se ki bang na ji jin fly chu I estimate an pe chu mo jan a pi khil ju a chu langai flight khat chi chu hitia hung leng ama hung climbing ama hung climbing chu a climbing chu ama jan estimate a pi khil ja chu kyong chun kane okay chilai hunding ala chun okay this can fly na ti kha cho chia cho chi chu climb ball chom khat wa chu cruise level pha ta chu 20,000 feet ai wa chi chu a climb a pha nai lo ja chong hi a point chu a pha nai lo ja chu na tia hi chio ke ho chun chilai masang 10 minutes masang chun chi chu 2,000 21,000 feet thing nan tek ti ja chu na hi chu kape le chia zo ama hi khat nai lo chia zo almost very close na zo pilot ho hin tika sa nei ben na a phat na tu lai save dan chu controller hon mistake bodong le chu joi le akimu thai lo je a chu mo estimate na ki depend je a chu estimation di lo je a chu na amon kal hun di phat ti chu maybe the speed wind jo anu langa a hat al the speed increase ki cho estimate suppose let's say pung thum le kal hun de ti chu pung ni le minute som nga langa lhung ta ti ho tamong nam dan chu cho tamong chu ma la chun chi ho tamong je a chu hitia chi ba hai 20,000 feet a hi le chi climb 21,000 feet climb cho it has climbed through this na ong le maybe around 10 miles na ki khara awa cha chu tikas ki ti traffic collision avoidance system na amo hin aircraft zo se khon tikas sum beta flight au mala cha chu immediately down te che chu one hin na kyong kati za thawin na cho ho cho om ting investigation chi ja kyong rating ka nei win rating means emoluments for being air traffic controller na example I say in Mumbai lang ho khun rating box ya hi stress allowance to a rating ho zo se to mo khun 58,000 ho khun na Mumbai Delhi alin ho khun rating ai amu rating chu tam ta tower au min na radar au min hiti chu no min zat ya na na su khel na chu na rating chu chi de na paisa chu amna chu 10,000 chi unit a chu na su khela investigation chi kha chu 10,000 chu ke cut ding investigation ke chai ta ka na and you will not be allowed to sit there investigation ke chai teng if it is not your fault this is an investigatable ji na if it is not your fault okay investigation hong ke chai teng you be able to sit again but if it was your fault so here you have to undergo training na atha ball ke di jo tin chu rating chu atha bya na la ke di interview ta le live aircraft home sanga na tia chu ki haden tia chu stressful as well as very interesting na su hade
chu ta bang air traffic controller na everyday life how is your everyday duty and job ne khan ne highlight pe the dem pung sa na chi ju pung kai jan na to pin ball ji office lo
kyo hi air traffic controller hi amun muna ki hen na metro za chu they work 6 hours na 6 hours hi wanga chu because we have to work 42 hours in a week na 42 hours in a week ki tong chu air traffic controller chu you cannot make the air traffic controller sit for more than 2 hours continuous station le na chu channel la ki tung cho na channel la headset ki bua pilot hota ki khau cho hi je pen hi 2 hours al hina la chun you'll be immediately relieved mi kharong in tin relief na hong bol in tin na ahong to ka asu relief nei bo nei the kit lo ahong ala chun nang briefing na pi ding chi aircraft hi chi omin cha so na pi briefing na pi chai teng le handing over ke chai teng ama chun la ke di 2 hours continuous chan ger molte 2 hours jawa chu reliever na boss on unhelwa incident appear to your boss will be responsible but if it is because it is highly stressful job metros are na when you are handling more than thousands at departures Delhi hovel to Mumbai sang hung tam before India dinga chu Mumbai chu the busiest airport chu na tu atha chu covid pre covid masanga chu Delhi also 1000 1000 val unhandled ta chu departure book se jo chu village 1000 or chu if you calculate na as a calculate chun that means ji a chu system of sophisticate ki bola masanga landing 8 miles a ke pi ho chu to hi wan le khat a landing le anunga 3 miles ai khat anunga pai pai na a landing le rapid taxiway ki sema e ho a hele imphal la do le a landing le flight lo ja chu ola ki nga chiu tin hi tai na right angle ki turn chu international airport a landing almost same speed achu they vacate the runway and the next landing chu hin na small station achu le busy lo hi chun na to he anop ma jengin say bunga chu 42 hours per week hin na so that amounts to 7 hours duty hin chao chu mi kitam na cha chu relieving hokimu as international station a chu since it is all round 24 hours because landing to zana au maula kholo as maximum airports landing am lo chu there are so many overflying aircraft zanting la bok tam che kolkata kanum lai chu 2:30 3 till avel chu flight chu line out go liang na radar a chu vet al chun flight chu tai one after stack na and the same route chu hin na amo lampiong ko ihon suppose air route china air routes wa lenga achung langa am khu 14 kilometers chu awit the lampi example nga asai leng chuchanpur lampi om ta zo na cha chu as long as the gari chu hitin jiong la chun lampia na tol dai says lampia nom ya na same thing aircraft ang chu am ho air route chu na hichi with a hi ja chu sunga cha om wala chun they are in the route na but sometimes there are bad weathers na if you have cyclonic storm I know like CB cloud is very very dangerous cumulonimbus cloud kitin na cho kho phut khala ti valian ke thiang cho kho lam hon radar ane win na flight hon cho kho mu te khon deviation an thum ta cha request deviation 20 nautical miles left of track ati cho na but we have to give them permission ke ho permission lo cha deviation take it lo cho I want to before I give deviation I have to see two routes parallel ta cho hiji 30 nautical miles deviation kapi ale hilanga van length to same level chun kapi ale chun chiong hi ki kitat to take it na jo ja chu jo tamang cho om kha le chun okay climb to that le deviate ball in na traffic solve ball no sat ngai jo cho hin na
technicalities is say that
say
to hi carry lang alutin how satisfying is the job
I say it's
nai chuna ji kha ja namo tu den hamai lo
chi de lo na
sum ki la khabe tan job ki thod
air traffic control chuna it's very interesting if you have the capability of quick decision making and the English ahoyala na because you always communicate in English with the pilots so to ahoyala chun if you have a knack of making decision very quickly then air traffic control is your job na and plus it is very high paying job also India sunga dinga na because apart from your salary and other perks to a rating allowance ki mu chu extra hitan na metros la mela 60,000 extra namu thel chun na lo bang chu am dan chu example 2 lakhs ya le 60 chu extra na am dan chu jo ta bang chu na cha chun if
ti china hi ti namu kha ham ip exam pi ngai ham
chi hi Airports Authority of India hi government organization hin na chi hin ATC hi masanga chun UPSC in conduct na balls in na 1988 chanchu chiwa chu Airports Authority of India hi Airport Authority Act no ya ahung ki khat pha hi public sector ahung kha hin na chia para hi independent Airports Authority of India hin na an la recruitment hi amon abol hi chu written aumin written joting le selection na muale voice test aumin voice test joting le interview na chichu hi in hi alut na hi ele junior executive hi in na ATC hi to hi air traffic controller hi to hi Airports Authority of India noi chat hi wang hi to license ape oitan DGCA Director General of Civil Aviation na chin license ape hin na chia chu license api means you can now since you already have license a them ho kampama chinom ho chun they can go and work in Singapore alu Dubai lang ho to ai ke ho na to na ho mi thamkhat ade dia Kerala lang ho na lang ho chu Dubai lang na itu am ho India atam tai ki tiong le alo chu India sanga jam hon atam pi zo ke do na job nga you can apply abroad also na che chu air traffic chu say banga chu ke wang chen le I enjoy it na because I love communicating with different people because you always communicate with different pilots na suppose example na Thai ho vel ho ni kheu ting la na let me give example am also English to ke doi lo cho na a chu cho chu learn la chun anu anom na am ho chun ani khat ting la chun Thai pilot khat chu one I'll tell you an incident first na ka duty ball na hi kol hoi na het thailo cho because we have new joinee na mo pa mo het thailo cha jo mo hin ando ta cho pilot pa hin Kolkata this is Thai 313 na liquid tip pupe an tat ti zo na amon het thailo ta cho a chu ke ho chen pe na chu Thai 313 mo pa wa chu Thai 313 pupe approve khatile EPS have ne na Kolkata tower request push back and start to requesting pupe and start this na cho bang chu a pilot hi wanga chu very this chin a chu ho e ho chin roger go loger ti na loger pupe and start approve ti la mo het thai ki na ko lo wa chu boy suppose British Airways hong ting la chun na a Jordanian different action na British Airways hong ting la chun nam na chu anh khát tiếng là call this speed bet 145 na because chỉ hỏi anh khát là họ cho nó họ bao à chứ na adopt đàn chứ cái gì speed bet 145 Roger go ahead thì họ na cho họ âm đàn chứ chỉ adaptability này là chun anh nói miệng Jordanian họ Russian họ về là Kolkata this is Jordanian 145 na cho very interesting na adaptability là chun it's really good
17 years of service na hi sunga hi mithi metropolitan gam hi lon mun tom to thi air flight that po ngai ak luang ma khala hi pi ti hoi social service tamanga
se ho chu tampi na Kolkata kanu ma chun tampi ka boi pi mama jeng e ho hi te dia sei chun gampa ma yum teung le you cannot say you'll face this situation tu lang han che dan na mi akitup lo lo yong okium tho sapang lekha hoita simyong tho but that is inevitable na everywhere you ka thilo de dinom thilo hi chun na mi ong thi teng la chun poi pi ha airport mona ke tong hi chun mi au se ke boi pi na starting from ep ngayam suppose postmortem certificate medical embalm certificate ho bona chu yo chu ningling sala kha ten langa chu ha airport na ke to je asna ho ding za anok mi chu ja chu jo se hi Kolkata ka ma chun tampi mi delanga ko na hongin tin mun tin hong yong le ti chun akiboi pi zo win na e chun keong ha chi ho service ka bol thei chu a capacity a akibol thei chu keong ka ke pa in na to tamong
okay I to hi neo khat na profile ka vedai le KWS cookie worship service ti ho active member na hi Chilang ayom tin denomination chum church in even I was metropolitan hongi tin hin KWS misos acceptance an it
yes
chi movement ito mga harham biham na evaluation KWS ti panglaham
na say bang chun adi na in lang hung ting la chun we are different denominations na chi a perspective hi chuta la enge I hung ting ivyang I khat na hi chi ai khat kyong chi kapu na ta khat na but in metros na na say bang aju KWS hi na it is playing a very vital role kyo even agat la yong hun na I macha ki khan lo simte yong zo yong thadok speaking gangte speaking na dala IP speaking abona khu nobody chu amy zo se khu thakana ki hin na nobody nang chi talo cho apam langa ma chu because chi khat cho min na ja jun I think it's one of unifying factor not only pathin lama ke hui ana socially khat langa hi chi ilanga gampa ma teng le chun ilungge long achom deu dala it's one of the unifying factor na cho tabang I ho langa niau cha ki kharoi na ponat ga ji thoin I want chilanga chu lo na cho tong feeling chu nei lo we are just one family I ho language ki bang we speak the same language akhet na chu na to mo nam na chu ho bo si en na what every nouns everything miao se ki bang su ke na ke bang jo le ka perspective jo le my way of looking is yo he one and only one a hin na ya zu I to diu lom kitele me I'll be very critical about that kin sailing chun ja ju ilam kai ho ai lo la dang dang ato di lom ki to lo ja hin na chi boina kha hin chun mi hem zo se hin I to di lom ho na tong hon ho na to politician na hoi ta to wa na student hoi ta to wa mi zo se hin ato di lom ki he han lang la chun society hin dam no min te khati na khani why because Martin Luther in asai khat if you are a street sweeper na be it Sweep your streets so well that people will remember you that there lived a great sweeper who once did his job well. This na. So to ahi mijau say social media asay lo di pa nong nam to politics to tahi we are all messed up na. Asay di lo mon say ding. Suyan ho nong asay di lo mo kisay di ato di lo mo kita di na. Ji po na ta kharin. It is always in my mind na deep inside. Suyan ho nong thing dia say so alega simlaya. Ite WhatsApp ho ve hi ho dinga. It's not a blessing na. It's a boon now. At the moment. To ahi nga gala social nga ki hungle henge society hi ngai lut so ke di na. Ai wang chun there's always a time na. Apart so ke leka sim la chu ken ka pu na khat chu one thing. Tu lai leka sim daw ne ki su talo. Ken ka sai nom jo ele. Lekhan simang le Martin Luther in asay bang chun na. Perfection. You have the na ball so hoita perfect na ball la chun na. Koi man no there's no stopping you. Tun bangam dan chu na to na ki hol na daw te kati. Example. Atam zo hin 60% tai nam dan chu. Tun BSc ka chai tai tin lang MSc ka chai tai tin lang 60% no you're not eligible at all to apply na. I mean achu BA MA na hita cho. Ang achu you cannot apply that job na. Chichu cho tam hi email ang tampium na. Chichu ebol mtele abol di lomu study about live na asujan live wa chu hoi ta sim lo ji a chu tu na sujan live jon hoi tan ai ding dolin hoi tan simin lang a criteria chu fulfill for problem chun na all le ikha din to hi amna chu criteria 65% 60% a hitai exam pi ne dinga kati let's say SBI ho ai lo le adang dang job kharo khu 60% above ngan chang chu ji nang bong chun BA na chai ta chu okay you are qualified yeah you exam bowling at na hi thei chu ai wanga chu na pi thelon chi piham tele a percentage bo se chun nai khata na hizela kum thum back chu nako kit thei telo chu although you are graduate you are useless na cho tamang ja hi mi tam pi ta tanang dan na so what I mean to say is apart pe na hi do whatever you do to perfection na give your best aban ban chu hung khan te ti chu na ke ka pu na ta khat hin
the society singwai free and fair politics anga lutin na free and fair election zero hi as a one of the intellectual hi lo le na well educated person hi na hi chi na burden thawam
ka burden na mama chiwang hi you want the free and fair election hi ho society a hi alu to ka a hi I macha thelo di because nang bang jo politician nahi ta if you win an election through some other means na back ta ata side ta ata hoile support a kona jo na zo ale then the election kayong la chun you'll be at the whims and mercy of those people na backup holoi aminong pha da ta ti miu sin ha so ke na jo jo hin cha chu politics is free and fair ahung hi ting le a politician hong ngam ding ato di lo mang ato thei ding they'll be not be at the mercy or calls of somebody else na behind hi chung hi din che hin society mass movement ngai mama in chen awareness in nasata campaign bol ngai na free and fair hi thein ding ai to abang election recently held ho event ale lungna dong tho hin na mom the free and fair zo talo a vote uma ai wang a vote yong kilha thelo na so tabang hi society abang hi change ngai
epidinga the biggest community in the society na charge on in cha sei the hom chi char so i meet spectator ham hil char si kel ha pe ham chilang ha
chi a church sei di lomong chu an hita pun nam nan chu anga to is society dan hi because church is the most acceptable platform khar hitan na e ho social well organized yong hi in to da church as to ki se yong hi min accept hin na che chun hilang chu half focus kit lehen min or religious lang focus or politics focus de ti mai the na our church yong hin a role a play part hitai na church has to play a very big role not only chiaile ke church in awareness pi ngai people should know their franchise na a right to ane ngai na vote chu ita na mi na pi sa thei dam nam nan chu cho bang hi awareness something la mass movement hum ding chiting la chu ne change sum din church yong hin a role play part yo church ho hi iga gela la chun ha hang san ta ta thau nai na anga abang chu mai phave jong hit akitam ta in na cho tập hi cái tầm phát đã hi thu hồi hung bồi ha coi mà thang phong ta xây talo cho tập hi ô mình na cha hiประเทศthu lang hi zong le thang phong ta thu xây yon tua society change bowling ka dei khat choi le student ho hi ale ka simna career counseling hoi ta nei pi ding number 2 environmental long focus ka dei na bol egam hi ngai lu povin aki chai gam ta tua I khat lo le igam aki chai ho because ke kaum na khu forest lang ho etile plantation hoi ka ha bol so ke nodal officer ka hi ja khu chika bol te la khun ke ho airport boundary vela khu thingpung tama tam cho a cho khu ikat deong le tripura la vel chu aboina chu forest akuna permission la ngai na forest akuna permission la ke ha ken mi ho akat ho meeting ka nei te la ka sei ji chu pham tele it takes 10 years for a tree to be full grown na but it takes half an hour for you to cut down na cha if you cut one tree you have to plant at least 5 trees na khutelo le kum som lang gap ta jo e ha hi to hi igam sim pha ti forestry ho hi bol te le tampi kum tampi hung lut de to igam hi dry ta a dry ji a hi iptm te le environmental effect ta effect ji a hi tu yong ha ta tu ha ji a chu thil tampi na pollution yong ta till a repercussions na it's all interconnected environment de chi environment issues yong church in say part ta the social issues yong church in say part ta so I want the church to play a very big role in this
the society to like the transition period hin masang lai chun sum nei hon kam cho ding hi le nei lo hon de ha se sim ding chi bo hi suffice ta lo hin hing zo lo ta lo hin na kam mu zo lo na to na nei lo ho ani na ngai to ji thon
chi ka big burden khan oi thawin na chai kyong manipura hi central government job aki holo na pen chu jo hin na because my father kapa in MPSC or dang pinten but I don't want to be in Manipur frankly speaking because kham ki cho chalai is very rampant na tu lang wang chun maybe change tham khat hum ta in all in hum ta na I want to kham hoi ki cho thon lai na jo hi on angai na da na I gel hin hichi ami yong he awareness ki nei lo je ai na choi bo hin Manipur chi pu na ta khat hin hoi tan lekha simin lang na bol di lom an bol in lang na hoi tan khat la chun kham yong cho ngai lo thing thing ase ai lo le chi government na to khal khal chu kham yong lo chu thing thing ase na chu there's so many avenues na to ai pu na khat chu government na to langa ke se tyong le to ai ivet le ei thing hang mi hi tambe lo cho any exam deta UPSC deta ikoi maza ke talo chuchan pura it used to be one of the highest na population ratio to civil service officer tam ta pu do hi chuchan pur hi de hin na jong tu la hi for over the past maybe 10 years ago te cha talo even SSC ho ai lo la adang dang exam bank ta hi ji proportion hi velo chun kapuna ji chu mina ho na dominate the ball yo choi la khat le ni o mal na out of 100 maybe 2-3 hung ki hum khana choi pon ni bolam tele yo dinga sidum cho tampium cho a jo yo I ball di in hello ja lekha sim di hon lekha sim lo chi ja chu min khulanga thing thing ase na chu amina he da ta akol hoi ta a theme chom hilo chu thing thing ase ni chu ki ho pi la chun english yong a person they are zero mo ki ball hat ja na they know what they are doing ji na sata ki ball hat ji wa chu be hard work na amo hi loi hong tam pi min ga kyo pi den chun they are very vetting out to english yong du da hello I want to anji teng le a hard work by virtue of the hard work na sim ji wa chu amon mark amu sang wa amu hin na cho ssc chu interview ki ti hom lo hin cho hi pu na do min ji jun I ho hi ka sei banga chu WhatsApp music social media hi aza an lo dingai za phat wa hi na cho to mong hi hin ji hi naw chu ka pu na khat hi thoi
sergeant nang in hi football ngai na ti kam ka hi na I society ai football kilung lut walbe se al mi phalo nai nei ham hi lo le football finally ti te le mi tam wal to di nei lo ham i loi thasit football ngai na ham thasit man ai vet ka dat mo hi na ban ti khang lai ball pe tai mo tam wal na chi pha ham phalo mi team maintenance ni pian wise na pin on
ya jat football ong hi to a very lucrative profession hi tan na yon ipe football he aile just part time na local level piho level football ipe edinga le amna chu newa pana football is suppose I cham khat sapang hom khat if he is talented na chobong hi academia sola academia ko na hoi ta discipline nei ta hin kho kha amo hi I league tan na ISL ng tan that very now football is no more I khat ta bong hi hoi ne lai chu football pe ali pa tani je ma le kha ki sim nam na chu ki thanom ai wa chu ki ball ngam lo na tu la chu le chapang athanom chu ama la chu there are so many academies na even to ni tu ambani hona ball reliance na ISL in ai khat jo UN Academy Reliance Academy ai lo le AIFF in a ball asal Sudeva Academy Punjab JCT tama yang na football academy I ho la ya yong ga siding chu academy tam thau tan na chu chan puakkhiat khelo le group ham khat tan na cho bang he even Sada Hills lang ta academy ho hoi ta in khada la chun avenue hi I hon context nei pia na there are so many big clubs na 10 years apart thing le 15 years under 15 na hi amoto link ne ya hoi ta sold upไปนะที่ย้อนอีเปว่าช่วยเลยถนนน่ะอีจันทร์เก็บพลังดีเห็นนะจะจะฟุตบอลอีลุงลุดว่าอเปะมองว่าเราจะ academy throughบอลให้ไอ้ขัดล้อเลยจนอีห่อที่จะโมสปอร์ตใจต่ำว่าโมเปะเขาวางจะช่วยเลย it's all wastage of time นะที่จนฟุตบอลเราให้ as a professional ละเลยข้าพเจ้านะจุอิโซปีไม่เลี้ยวไอ้ป่าจัดเอามินนะเอามาเอาบอลเขาจะให้if you see in sports na mo khang to ma yang win yong hin lang yong hilou lang you are all jack of trades na it's here pat mo na ta khat music football kipe lang kipe lang ai ma chu professional level chan hi ki lung zo lo na cha chu whatever you do perfection na ball chu hoitan ball chun you will sign in that area na chu
air traffic controller senior manager na hin CSR ipiti naman wam la hin CSR hi sei khaum be hi CSR hi ipi ball na manam na hon
ke to hi Agatla airports authority of India na nodal officer ka hin CSR hi CSR hi ipi ham tele 15% of our profit na airport authority ning ko mayong chun ke hon CSR hin we spend more than 150 crore ka spend win na Hechia yong chun IPTM tele ka spend now chun airport ki hom kit na kyon CSR project a tu lai ta ke noya ka bol chele Tripura 35 lakhs mana custom hiring center tribal area ana very interior tribal area hi pikbol tele custom hiring center khat ka sa pi una 35 lakhs a his chu amo hin tupe ai lo le anything equipments ade ho zo se jo cha chu a peso hon very minimal subsidized rate suppose market are 50 and la de am ho chun 5 rupees are hiring a ball na all equipments available building chutale high equipment jo je ki koi thing pi ana heju custom hiring center ki tin na low na ball na ai lo le thil dang danga jan dinga chu khat ki ball pin si keulowa chu school hi thuma hin electrification chutale school renovation hi na ka ball pi kin chitai lo yang chun covid laya chun CSR project ka kyo hin 10,000 kg of rice chutale more than 3,000 kgs of potatoes chutale more than 5,000 kgs of dal chutale chojo CSR noya so ka hop kit una ma song hiti ma chu 30,000 mask ka hop kit una ke hon ka khuiwa avai cha ho na jo job pi in dawa zo amo ka khui sa wa paisa ka pi wa ka khyo chikeu lo azu to DC na deputy commissioner khola district magistrate ka tin ama jo 10 lakhs ka pi ke na ta le north amo Tripura outer MP pa ama jo 1 lakh antu 1 lakh pi hitia hi CSR project a na paisa I kharo chu ki mang hin hijun Manipur vel hin kium the lang as a nodal officer ke pang thele chun ei chu chan pe pur ver yong hinam dan juna drinking water project alo dang dang ho hina iti chun tampi CSR project a bol thai omen
to hi promotion mukila chun biham na potential promotion le chun
to hi promotion hi khowela kon diu kai mai ka di de na iting le chun assistant general manager air traffic controller na ATC mama ka hi de na
to I lamka hi in a short visit ako na hi ipiam observation 3 things you like about lamka and 3 things you want to improve.
At first I'm impressed na alampi hi ananop tain na not lamka town na lamka town gali ho wang joile still lots of things are to be done na I want to highway ti ha Imphal to connectivity anu mama I'm impressed with that na do da masanga bol tawang chun pakarot hi I want to ichi like thing bet talo na hoita na bolun I'm impressed with that do da le second thing to mi hoi bha economy lamahin ana khangto mama ka sa na even hi chalang lamka town lang masangal chun lamka town lang bo focus bia mi hoi na in hoi tai tu hin hilang ga ka tele bizang lang ilang khun in ho hi thupi ta ta aksa loi amna ju economy lang hin koi ma hin masanga chu maybe for the fear of somebody back na extortion mo mai the cha chu koi ma ne khat thele I think maybe chiho hi umlo hi mai thein na that's one improved thing I see because if the town develops na ami pi tinga chu development hung kha hi na chu yong chu I'm very impressed and chu ta le kitu de la unao e ho cheng cheng tia lamka a ki hung khom hi na koima chi umlo a chom chom dialect just 10% ke ya chen le chi difference no koi di pon na I'm the same with you and him or anybody else na chin chi hi one of the beauty of lamka hin na you can communicate with kei paong ki hote nang paong ki hote just small slight difference na ki to so okay chi koi mam lo hin this is the beauty of lamka na I ho hi ipiti am tele che hi wanga chu I piam kha thai lo chu still narrow very narrow deep inside na nang kei ki ti umpa hi chawang there should be some solution na chawang hi tham piam khat uma ei thela jun I think lamka will grow and then it will be the most lovable place to live na munom ta hin na lamka
3 things to improve la
3 things improve so ile veng sung la vel na hola vel hin lampi ho vel na lampi ho hi improve ngain ta le and plus even rush driving ho na and plus one more thing I was surprised covid ami ki thigam ta lamka hin covid yong hi ahead lo le kilomin na nobody is wearing ke chu la mask ka ki pu jing hin na I want to lamka hi ka hong le covid yong apum het po na it is on chi hiang cho le at least self awareness angai na chi mas hi miyo sin self discipline kne helang ki wear le e ading ang phachom ding ta la mi dang ang mi adang ading ang phachom de na chi self discipline hi angai chi chu in things to improve ha na otherwise I think we are going in a right direction na
I hope you are enjoying your stay here in Lamka na
yes very much
tu na nei Olympic in pu sei milen Haokip pu Jempu jong kitin na tama nei Olympic hi carry lang alung lut ho dia til tampi het be theu min leimen tia dia chita bang I mi bol khalo traffic controller hi emitela first pen na hi kha jong hi ki pap yum ma mai we only want to wish you the very best of luck in your upcoming career na weekend hon en kem pe tu ni I pu sei bilen Haokip I ho kim limpi hin zau tawa ama pan sil tampi zil kia ding gin ta roi ka sa air traffic control ki chi bang hiam waleng atu le landing le a take off te kha bang chi bang ki control hiam chi na pi tampi inside tampi zil ke tawa yai tung ta holim te khan ngaihdan le na comment section a ngaihdan te gen to zel dile next time ko I hope I chi on gel lo chin hoi dia tu ne ding in Hornbill Cable Network weekend on and camp hiai ta nei program zo hi sergeant na chok pa to kan
I'm so privileged